This is Hive magazine. I'm Danny Baker, and I am here today with Matt of 3 Days Grace. How are we doing?
Good, how are you?
Very good, thank you. I mean, you guys have been incredibly busy recently. Let's start there. Obviously, you've just done a run of like festivals. You've done the shows with Volbeat, and you have a little bit of a break now before you're back on the road. How has everything been? Firstly, let's start there.
Oh, it's been amazing. Yeah, we went across Canada with Volbeat and yeah, it was crazy the amount of people that came out across Canada and then yeah, we've done some festivals in the States. We just played Incarceration which was like at the where they filmed Shawshank Redemption. It's in Ohio and yeah, that show was amazing. It's been fun.
How has it been playing? Obviously, you've had a few singles released from the new album. How has it been playing those live? How has the reception been?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's been great. Like people love the songs, and yeah, they're fitting in the set really well.
Amazing. As I said, you've got like a short break now before you're like right back out on the road. How have you been spending that time? Has it been resting or is it just prepping to go back out?
I have two small kids, both boys, so I've been busy with them. Yeah, I got a pool last year, so I've been spending a lot of time in the pool. Yeah, it's been a great little break.
Living the dream, it sounds like.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, of course. And by the time you're back out on the road, the latest album's gonna be out. And
yeah,
so, as I've already said, your latest album, Alienation, is about to be released in a couple weeks' time.
yeah.
Firstly, how are you feeling? It's been a few years since the last one.
Yeah, it's exciting, you know. It's always exciting getting new music out to people. Yeah, for I think we're putting out another song this Friday, and I think we're gonna put out another one next Friday, just before the album comes out, just to ramp it up. And yeah, the reaction's been great, so we're excited to get some new music out to people.
Of course, you've got to kind of keep that hype going as well. How is it that
Yeah.
you decide on which tracks are going to be the singles? Because the album, I listened to the album yesterday, incredible, I must say. So, how do you pick which ones from that are going to be your singles?
It is tough, you know, we as the band we kind of like after a while you start to lose perspective of which one to release next and you know, we luckily have a good team around us that you know can help us out with that, and we work as a team to figure out what song we want to release next. But yeah, right now, it's up in the air what release we're gonna put out next, like to radio. But yeah, like we put out Dominate to the world, and then we just put out Kill Me Fast to the world. So and reactions have been great.
Amazing. And how did how did the whole album kind of concept come about? How did you decide on the name of it and kind of what is the meaning behind Alienation to you?
Alienation, I feel like, you know, it's a common thread on all of our albums that, like, you know, sometimes you create your own loneliness, and then sometimes it just, you know, today everybody's so connected online, but still you feel so alone sometimes, and like even being online can make you feel more isolated and alone. So yeah, I feel like it's a common thread with all our albums.
Of course. I feel like especially in the age of social media, it's like as you said, it's like you're more connected than ever in a way, but not quite. And I think as a band, keeping up with all of the social side of things can be a lot. And for a band like yourselves that have been going, obviously you've been in the band yourself like 10 years, the band itself has been going even longer. How do you keep up with all of that, keep up with the trends and kind of the constantly changing music industry, I guess?
Yeah, like I think one thing like we've had a videographer on tour now for the past, I think, 8 years ish. Um, I feel like content is, there's a lot more of it now that you can put up there, and I feel like it's important for people to see behind like backstage and like us having fun, and also like photos and videos of us on stage. It just gives people a closer look into like who we are and what we do as musicians, and like the fun that we have out on the road. Yeah.
And how do you find marketing like albums and tours now in comparison to say when you first joined the band back in like the early 2010s?
Um, yeah, like right now, a lot of people are listening to us, and like Spotify. I think it's like 17 million monthly listeners. It's just crazy. Like 3 Days Grace keeps growing, and with Adam coming back, it's a big deal, and both of us working together and singing together on stage, and I think people really want to see that live, and and it's been crazy. It's been a lot of fun going out on tour and doing this.
Yeah, and you have just touched very nicely on my next point there. Of course, this album sees Adam return into the band, and that was kind of a bit of a surprise to fans in a way. Firstly,
For sure.
how long was that in the works, and how hard of a secret was that to keep, firstly?
Um, yeah, like it was in the works for a couple of years. We were like talking about it, and then yeah, he came out and sang a couple songs when we're out on tour. I think in 23, and yeah, like we got into a room together, started writing, and it came together pretty easily, and it was fun. So we knew it was gonna happen. Yeah, we had to keep it under, like, we wanted to make it a surprise to everybody, so we had to keep, like, phones and, like, pictures of us, like, yeah, like, kind of secret for, I don't know, a good 4 or 5 months before we actually let people know and released a single.
Yeah, that's incredible. I know if that was me, I would not have been able to keep that. So it's
Yeah.
incredibly impressive that you did, but it was all worth it, I guess. Like, how was it for you guys seeing the fan reaction to it all?
Oh, it was great. Like it was like Christmas morning. Like when we knew that like the day that we are gonna tell people, and in the way that we did it, we it was a phone call. Like Adam's calling me, leaving me a message like he's late to the studio, and like people just like freaking out, and it was just so much fun to watch. Like for us, like people just like freaking out, like oh my god, like he's coming back, and yeah, just the way we did it was a super surprise.
Of course, like from my perspective as well, like I'll say now, like I've been listening to you guys for like at least 10 years or something now, and like
Yeah.
yeah, we were like, I think everyone was a bit like obviously caught off guard, but in the best way by it. It's
Yeah.
great to see, and now seeing obviously the album Alienation come out of that is amazing. How was like writing together, recording together, and like having two vocalists in the band?
Oh, it's amazing, like we all write lyrics together and melodies and the song structure and what the song's about. We work together, and we work with other like writers too, like on an idea, or we always like to bring one other person in to like kick us in the butt and make us write something good. Um, yeah, it's been amazing, like. To hear Adam back on tracks, and like the both of us singing together, it's like it adds a dynamic to the songs. I feel like it's the two dynamics of the voices. If I'm singing a verse and then Adam comes in on the chorus, it just adds like makes it more exciting, almost like for fans to hear now both of the front men of 3 Days Grace sing together.
Of course, and yeah, the album, both obviously with both of you guys on it, but also sonically as well, it has that perfect blend of like nostalgia, but also the band evolving, and it's amazing to see. I think the tours are going to be something truly
Yeah,
special there.
yeah,
How
yeah.
how are you going to decide on the set lists for this tour? Like, how do you usually? Is there like a lot of disagreement usually, or are you all kind of like, oh no, we're gonna play like the classics and then the new things and then
Yeah, like usually my brother Brad, he comes up with them. He's just really good at putting them together, and there's songs that you gotta play. Like you can't not play "Never Too Late" or "I Hate
yeah.
Everything About You," or "Animal." I've become. Um, yeah, there's just songs that you gotta play. Like if if I was out in the crowd and they didn't play "I Hate Everything About You" or "Never Too Late," you'd be like, "Why didn't play that song?"
Yeah, of
So
course.
it gets harder over the years, though. Like there's just so many songs, and like "Time of Dying" is one of my favorite songs to play live right now, and it was never a single. But like it was always one of my favorite songs by 3 Days Grace, and it's fun to play a B side, and people know it, and it's one of on Spotify. It's one of the most listened to like B sides.
Yeah, I think obviously, as you said, you guys have such a wide discography. I think there's always gonna be that one person at the back that's like, oh, play this song. But it's
Yeah,
yeah, I think either way, the tours are gonna be really, really special. I mean,
yeah,
you're back out on the road with Breaking Benjamin pretty soon, and then
yeah.
you've got the UK in December. How do you handle kind of being on the road like that long and for such long periods, especially with you, as you said, you've got kids and
Yeah, like at least there's like FaceTime now.
of course.
Back when my brother had his first child, he had to make back in 2003, 2004, like early days. He'd make like VHS videos of him talking to his son, like, "Hi, son, it's your dad." Like,
That's so
and
sweet.
and mom would put it in and play the video for James, and like at least I don't have to do that. Now I can physically actually call them and see them and talk to them. So it's a lot easier for that nowadays. But yeah, it's around 4 weeks. It's 4 weeks, and then you're like, all right, I kind of want to go home. I miss my home, you know. But yeah, it gets tough around 4 weeks.
I can imagine. But on the
Yeah.
flip side of that though, what would you say your favourite thing about touring is besides obviously the shows themselves?
Yeah. This is gonna sound funny, but sleep.
I feel
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. I like, but then like sometimes you screw yourself over and sleep for 12 hours, and then you're up till fucking 5 a.m. and it's just like, what? Oh, I shouldn't have did that. Like, yeah,
Yeah. And obviously you've been touring with 3 Days Grace for many years now. Surely you have to have some kind of standout stories. Have you got any particularly like favorite moments or like any wild stories from touring?
um, when we first played a festival called Rock on the Range, I think it was in 2014, and it was around, yeah, 30,000 people. We were on the main stage. It was a surreal moment, like it almost out of body, like where I was just like, oh my god, like I'm actually doing this. Like, look at all these people. This is truly amazing. There's been a few of those moments where like you're playing in front of a massive crowd, and it's just like, how did I get here? And is this real? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can imagine like going from obviously like everybody starts somewhere, 'cause playing the smaller venues, the little bars and things, and to go from that to like obviously you've sold out the UK tour so far away from home and people are screaming the words back at you. I can't even begin to imagine what that must be like.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Have you also got any, like, as I said about everybody starting somewhere, have you got any, like, up-and-coming bands you're listening to at the moment that you're particularly loving?
Um, Up and coming bands. Not so much. Like the band that I've been playing a lot is Electric Callboy, and they're kind of like already blowing up quite a bit. Um, I feel like they're getting bigger and bigger. The drummer for Sum 41 just joined their band. Yeah, it's just such a like when I heard that actually my hairdresser showed me that them at first and they were called Eskimo Callboy, and like I was like, oh my god, this is like nothing I've ever heard before. It's like pop meets dance meets metal. It's like just everything combined into one thing. Like it's like they took all these genres and just kind of threw them all together. It's pretty special, you know, like to be able to do that, and I'm a big like dance music fan, so like when I heard that, I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. Yeah.
They're amazing, and like like the music itself is incredible, but then like their live shows are something else. Like
Yeah, it looked like fun.
yeah, I got to catch them at Slam Dunk earlier in the year with obviously with the new drummer, and it was
Yep.
incredible. So I think
Yeah.
it's a great answer.
And I like the fact in their videos like they don't take themselves seriously, and there's a bit of comedy to that, and like they're having
Of
fun.
course.
You know what I mean? Like it's just fun to watch like something like that. Like it's just they're not serious and look like they're having a blast. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just to wrap this up now, I'd ask a band what is next, but you guys are pretty much non-stop and like everything's going on right now, but out of all of that, what is it you're looking forward to the most, and also what can we expect to see on these tours?
Um. Yeah, just a lot of energy and lot of songs you can sing to. Yeah, and then I guess just I think the fall next summer we're gonna come back and do some big festivals in Europe and concentrate on doing that next summer, and probably some more shows around North America too. So yeah, it's there's no end in sight for touring right now, but yeah, we'll write and come up with ideas too out on the road, and we already have like a few songs already like recorded and that aren't on the album. So yeah, it's gonna be a long haul, and it's gonna be fun.
Amazing. I'm really looking forward to all of that, and I really can't wait to catch you guys in December.
Thank
But
you.
thank you so much for being here with me. It's been incredible getting to chat to you.
Thank you.